Hi everyone, it's Heather from My Blue Desk. Today I wanted to show you a few little bits and bobs from a sketchbook that I did years ago because I'm having a bit of a play with some of the illustrations that I did in it, and I'm converting them into paper dolls in my Etsy shop. Now I know this isn't everybody's taste, but a lot of people like to play with paper dolls. It can be a boost to your creativity, it can just be a bit of fun playtime, just a bit of silliness. It can add a different look and overall dimension to our mixed media art. So I thought you might like to see how the pictures started originally. So this is a sketchbook that I had. I honestly can't even remember when I bought this. It was many years ago. So this is book. It's actually a Winsor & Newton sketchbook. It's just a basic sketchbook with some basic white paper in. And this was my face sketchbook. So I just wanted to share with you some of the faces that I drew in here, and I use a very similar technique every time. They're very stylized faces, very much doll face. If you've seen any of my other videos, you may have picked up that I like Blythe dolls, and that's the sort of art I started off making when it came to sort of facial illustrations in this book. So I named most of my characters. This one's Daphne. This one is Betty. Like I said, they're very stylized pictures. They're not true life. It's not realistic art, but it's just a bit of fun. This one is Deirdre, I think. Actually, no, it's not. It's Daria. I really should write them down. I can't remember what this one's called. This one's Mirabelle. And if I could remember her name, that would be great, but I can't. And another one here. This one I remember is Pippa. Can't remember the name of this one. This one's Julie. This one's Elsie. And I remember doing the swirls for the hair. I wanted her to look sort of 40s. I quite enjoyed doing this one. And that's the last one I did, which was I started to play with some new pencils that I'd got, and I was drawing one of the Blythe dolls that I actually owned. So you can see that the sketchbook, there are a few more pages in now. I'm not going to show you the rest of it, but you can see that's how some of my doll faces originated, and I can show you the technique that I used. I actually I made my own templates and sort of came up with a bit of a system for how I draw dolls. So that's basically the start. So back to the actual paper dolls themselves. This is one of the printouts that I started with. I actually wanted to make them as butterflies or angels. I'm not sure whether you can see that. It's quite light. The print is quite light, and I've used Betty, and I've made her figure into a sort of quite a glamorous sort of fishtail dress. And I started out by using coloured butterfly wing images, and these, I've actually got a video where I did the butterflies, where I coloured the butterflies, so that's on my channel somewhere, and you can see that process if you like, and I have some more colours as well. So this is one of the paper dolls, and this is Betty. So you saw her in the book. She's one of my favourite face illustrations, and I've done her a nice little body, as you can see, and the idea is that you cut out her head and cut out her body, and you colour those as you want, and then you pick the wings, and this pair of wings is coloured, and so I could colour her dress and prettify her dress to go with her butterfly wings, and then she could be a hanging ornament or go into one of your journals or something like that. So this one's Betty, but since doing this I have done some line illustrations of some wings, so you can colour the wings completely from scratch and make the doll, the paper doll, exactly as you would like to see her. So that's one of them. I did some different colour wings, and these will be available in the shop as a wing pack. Now, like I said, I have done some basic line art illustrations. So I've printed this one off for myself to colour, and I printed it off onto watercolour paper, and I shall be colouring that in a moment because I want to have a play with butterfly wings, because I really like to do some different colours, and I'm thinking maybe adding a little bit of gold leaf and that sort of thing on the butterfly wings. So I'm going to have a bit of a play with those. So that's Betty, and I've done some other ones as well. So we have Pippa, and I've done her as sort of a slightly more ball gown style illustration, a bit more of a Cinderella style illustration. She's got some blank wings there to colour in. And so this doll here is Raquel, and I've done her in quite a different style of illustration. She's got quite a basic dress on there, and I've done her some angel wings there, which you could, I think, have that way up or that way up if you want them higher. And this is all on one sheet for you to print out and colour in. So you'd cut her head out and then stick that at the back of the dress and colour that in. This one here is Raquel. So again, you would cut her out and her braids then would be behind the dress, and you can stick that onto the back of the dress. And I've done her in a sort of a little mini dress there, and with the same wings as Raquel has. But also I've got another set of wings that I thought might be nice, a little bit different, that could be cut out and used as well. So if you like the paper dolls and you wanted to add some different wings to them, I have some add-on packs. So I've got the butterflies, which will go with the paper dolls, and the different wing drawings to make them into angels. I have the butterflies but in the coloured version, but you could use these obviously for collage and decorating your cards and scrapbooks and junk journals anyway. So I've got these as a mixed colour pack that you can just cut out and stick on. But also another project that I've been working on is these moths, so various different illustrated moth designs which can be coloured in and stuck behind your paper dolls, or again just used for collage or to use as patterns, because I've used these as embroidery patterns and also in textile art. So this sort of thing is very folk art, which I'm very inspired by at the moment. So again, they will be available as a downloadable printable image on my Etsy store.